You're going to tweet at Axeltoss, and then you're going to say either Lalush or BabyKnight, whoever you think is going to win. So, for example, if I think Lalush is going to win, I'm going to tweet at Axeltoss, Lalush, 25-30, right? Whoever gets closest, of course, I'll talk about you on the stream, which is fun. And you get a mod in the chat, which is fun. But here we go. We are tied at 2-2. And again, you have to do this before 2 minutes on the clock. Before 2 minutes. All right. Here we go. Currently tied 2-2 are the teams of Millennium and Absolute Legends Millennium. Stefano took the first 2 games for his team, going up 2-0. However, BabyKnight showing he is not one to be ignored. Taking out Stefano. Taking out Tarson to even up the series 2-2. And now we are in game number 5 between these two teams. In the middle right-hand location, we have the Red Zerg player, Lalush, representing Team Millennium. His opponent in the bottom left-hand location, the Blue Protoss player, BabyKnight from Absolute Legends. 1 minute until you cannot guess anymore. I'm getting lots of guesses here. In 1 minute. Alright. We're going to have a PVZ on Antigua Shipyard. And again, after this game, you will be able to vote back any player you want from the losing team. For example, if Lalush should win this game, BabyKnight will be knocked down. He will join on the bench. Oops. Should put myself on busy. By the way, no more guessing. No more guessing. No more guessing. No more guessing on Twitter. No more guessing. I don't know how... How do I check on that? Alright. Matt Decker. Everyone after Matt Decker. So Matt Decker and below. No more guessing. Alright. So what does that mean? So, BabyKnight, if he should lose in this game, he will join Satini and Nama on the bench. However, you, as a fan, can vote back. If Absolute Legends should lose this game, you can vote back either BabyKnight, Satini, or Nama to come back and face Lalush. However, it can happen the other way too. Lalush, if he loses here, he will join Tarson and Stefano on the bench. That means you can vote back Stefano, Tarson, or Lalush back from the graveyard to play BabyKnight should BabyKnight win this game. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And it's interesting to note that BabyKnight has beaten Stefano and Tarson. And if he beats Lalush, that would be fantastic. As in, like, fantastic as in it would be amazing. Not as in, like, I'm biased, not like want him to win. No, not that at all. But, let's talk about the game. We see relatively early gas from Lalush, which is a little bit interesting, but then again, not so much, considering BabyKnight has been favoring a style where he stays on one base. He's not going for that Forge Fast expand that we see so much in the current metagame for Protoss players. No. He's staying on one base for just a bit. We saw this against Stefano, but it was Metalopolis. Metalopolis has a really wide natural expansion, whereas Antigua, this isn't too difficult to hold. Sure, it could be a challenge, but most Protoss players say challenge accepted, and they Forge Fast expand. But BabyKnight not going to be doing that. Going for this, looks like it might be a 2-gate expand here. Sentry heavy, obviously, considering he's going for these double gas. But usually you go 3 gateways, so... Oh, he's going DTs. This has to be DT. Right? Can Lalush find out about this? And can he stop it? Probe coming out to expand. Ooh, the probe dies. Gosh, that sucks. That sucks for the Protoss player. It really does. He needs to send another probe out. Looks like he'll get it down in a decent amount of time. Let's see what Lalush is doing. Got that early speed, researching that, about halfway done. Again, I feel like this is keeping a guy in gas too. Is he going to go for some sort of all-in here on 2 bases? And this is scary because if you go for an all-in on 2 base as a Zerg, you're not necessarily going to have an evolution chamber. You're not necessarily going to have a layer. And when the Protoss player is going for DTs, you kind of need those or you're going to lose the game. Now, this could be for a faster layer, but it's... Again, if you're getting gas this early, And you're keeping a guy in gas? He's at 100 gas. It's 620 and already getting speed. A Roach Warren. Okay, so this is going to be a Roachling all in. And this is not good. Oh no, but he's getting a third. Is that just a fake? If BabyKnight scouts it, would he cancel it? I don't know. We're going to see. But the point, the big thing here is, again, what detects for Zerg at this point in the game? What detects? At this specific point in the game, what detects? Nothing. Nothing does. There's nothing that can detect. What do you need to detect? Well, you need either A, Spore Crawler, which you need an Evolution Chamber. There's no Evolution Chamber here, and I don't think he's going to make one. He's going for a Ling Roach all-in. B, you need a Lair. And again, I don't think he's going to make one because he's going for a Roachling all-in. C, like Fungal Growth, okay, you can say that, but again, or an Overseer, but again, you need a Lair for that. So this is terrifying for Lalush. This could be a build order win. Now, does he have a forward pylon? And okay, you're going to be like, oh, well, Lalush can just attack. Well, guess what? He can have DTs to defend too. And what is Lalush going to do to see the DT? He's going to do nothing. He can't do anything. But a lot of things on the way. One DT going to be made. Ooh, if it was two, make another one. There it is. Oh, there's an Evolution Chamber. Oh, is he transitioning? Look at all the gas he stored up. Okay, he's transitioning. He saw something. He saw something. And he's like, wait a second. Something is fishy. Something is fishy. I'm not doing my Roachling all in. I'm putting down an Evolution Chamber. I'm getting a Spore Caller. I'm getting a Lair because I smell something fishy. But there is a DT approaching the main base. Evolution Chamber is done. No Spore Caller on the way. And these DTs are going to do a lot of damage. One Spore Caller finally falling in the natural expansion. BabyKnight can easily target that down. That's exactly what he's doing. 4 Spore Crawlers being added on by the Zerg player. BabyKnight doing so much damage with these DTs. Meanwhile, Ling's running into the main base of BabyKnight. He did not want this to happen. Sentries and a Zealot returning back to try to deal with that. But oh my god, BabyKnight would have been such a good... He would have been in such a good place had he not let that Ling run by happen. But now, all of a sudden, he's losing workers. DT targeting down some Spore Crawlers here. All 3 of them are still alive. And still going after the drones. 8 kills on this DT. And Lalush in so much trouble. Look at the supply. 55 to 34. A Queen falling. These 2 DTs are getting away. There's still 1 DT in the main. Going uncontested. Taking out a Spore Crawler. Now target firing down the Lair. A Macro Hatch was canceled. Not surprising at all. Keep in mind, BabyKnight is doing just fine at home. Income tab. 35 to 26. Fine in that regard. Just fine. 3 DTs now going to target down the Lair. How is Lalush going to deal with this? Sure, he can see him, but killing them is a different story. He only has Lings here to deal with this. And the DT is just going to turn around and engage the Lings, not going after Lair, trying to get an optimal positioning. And now he was out of the vision for a second. See, one of those DTs out of vision. Okay, just make it into an Archon. Ling's going to try to kill this, but they need to hit faster. Okay, they are going to kill it before it comes out. It's dead? Yeah, okay, it's dead. I wouldn't have made it that into an Archon. I wouldn't have done it. He's out of vision of the Spore Caller. I would have just wrapped it around and gone somewhere else. But, okay. 43 to 35. Lalush is in so much trouble. 63 to 49. Charge is on the way. 6 gateways. So this might be a charge lot Archon all in off of 2 bases. In fact, I think that's what it is. So it's 8 gateways total. He's going to make DTs, make them into Archons. And then the rest Zealots. He needs a forward pylon though, so this probe is going to be very important. Very important. And wow, could BabyKnight win 3 games in a row against Millennium on the verge of all killing the European powerhouse team, taking out Stefano, Tarson, and now perhaps Lalush? It could happen. But again, if BabyKnight wins this game, the community, you guys watching, this is live. You guys watching can vote in a player from Millennium who's currently on the bench in the graveyard. We'll have more information regarding that in a bit. But a lot of Roaches and Lings on the way for Lalush. He's not giving up. There are 3 DTs in this composition. Needs to make him into an Archon or not engage at a Spore. Not sure I like this position. Putting down Force with the bottom of the ramp. Great decision there from BabyKnight. How does Lalush deal with this? I'm still surprised that these are DTs and not Archons, considering there is a Spore Crawler. But Lalush forced to engage with his drones and a Queen, something you never want to have to do. More Zealots in production and more DTs from BabyKnight. That's so many DTs. There is an Overseer here. But he doesn't care. He's not making them into Archons. Will he now? I'm so surprised he's keeping these at DTs. BabyKnight backing up. And look at this. Lalush going to hold it off. Oh, don't speak too soon. Where are his reinforcements? Is there a counterattack I didn't see? He's not reinforcing. 8 gateways. 34 harvesters. Was there? That's a lot of workers killed. 30 to 23. Jeez Louise. There it is. Okay, there are the Archons and there are the Charge-Lots. So, BabyKnight giving Lalush a false sense of security there. And now BabyKnight, or Lalush, is going to try to engage, but they're off creep. That's a lot of Charge-Lots with 3 upgrades. +1. Roaches are on 0. Lalush trying to kite away as effectively as he can. Force field's going down. Catching 1 Roach. He's going to pull back. He can cut him off. He can go up to the Watchtower, keep an eye on the Roach army, and then cut him off if he tries to retreat back home. BabyKnight's still trying to engage. Going to lead with the Archons. A good decision. And now, Lalush going to go up to the Watchtower. Roaching behind this. And he's not out of it. I think he's back into this game. I think BabyKnight definitely had a timing there. But there's a couple things I would have done differently personally. Going up into the 3rd was fine. Putting down Force Fields was fine. But I would have had those DTs as Archons. Because there was a Spore Crawler there able to detect. That Overseer's going to die. Oh, nice Force Fields there from BabyKnight, trapping a lot of those Roaches. But oh my god, Lalush able to squeeze out of there. Fortunate that BabyKnight didn't put another Force Field right here. Or else that would have been incredible for the Blue Protoss player. But BabyKnight making more and more Zealots, adding on some Sentries, has 3 Archons in the mix. Does Lalush have enough? Adding on 2 Overlords. BabyKnight trying to get a good positioning, trying to trap these Roaches, trying to bait him into this choke to put Force Fields behind. Lalush looks like he's too good for that. And BabyKnight just going to attack these rocks leading up to the 3rd. Behind this, still on 2 gases, hasn't taken his 3rd, so still investing a lot into this aggression. Wants to kill Lalush right here, right now. Taking position at the top here, there's a Force Field, the ramp. He gets 1 Force Field down. There's the 2nd. There's the 2nd. And now, BabyKnight going to be in the 3rd base of Lalush. Lalush can't engage this. BabyKnight can just keep Force Field on the bottom of that ramp. Needs to be careful. Doesn't need to lose Archons for free here. And look at this. This army is getting so small for BabyKnight. Needs really good Force Fields here. Okay, that's good Force Field. Those weren't good Force Fields. BabyKnight needs to be so cost efficient with those sentries right now, considering they're so low on energy. He's losing his timing. Lalush adding on more and more Roaches. Roaches are phenomenal against this Charge-Lot Archon composition. More Force Fields going down, but again, those aren't optimal. You need to trap Roaches. He's trying, but Lalush doing a great job kiting, dodging these Force Fields, and